Welcome guys, Jeff here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And we are here again with Matt and Cassidy. We're on location in Harrow. So we're just gonna give a little bit of tips. We're gonna be talking today a little bit about multiple offers and see what your guys' experience is, chat about my experience, and give some tips to the audience. So you guys are saying deals, there was a 29 multiple offer deal the other day, and where'd you say, LaSalle?
LaSalle, yeah. It was, I mean...
Did the guy get a good deal?
No. Well, you know, it's a family home, so, so those are the situations where, you know, if someone's going to be living in the house for 20, 30 years, they're willing to overpay for it because they need somewhere to live.
An investor getting into multiple offers,
yeah,
not ideal to win on a 29 offer.
No.
Right? So
yeah, with some of my investor clients, we've been seeing, like on a duplex or something, we've been seeing a lot of times 4, 5 offers.
So what are some ways, and I'll cover some ways that I know of, that you can stand out in a multiple offer? There's 4 offers. How do they take your offer?
Well, the first thing is price. I mean, of course, money talks, right? Any seller wants the best price for their property. Right. So, but that being said, especially as an investor, you really need to know your numbers and not get carried away on the price just because you're competing against 5 other offers.
Could a higher price but a worse condition affect the seller's decision?
Yeah.
Right? Maybe there's a cleaner, maybe you guys are all cash down here, but we have a lot of conditions sometimes, right? Or the Americans contingencies and all that. What if, like, over really high price, but they want a home inspection and you don't, and you're a lower price? They could weigh that out, right?
Yeah, definitely. That's something we do sometimes with if we're really confident on a property, we'll actually go get a pre-inspection. We'll have that sunk cost of, $80, and whether we get it or not, that's a sunk cost. But if it increases our chances, that's basically an $80 bet that I know will up our odds, so that you can go in no conditions or one condition.
The seller's easier to take your offer than the higher one that could just waste time, and a week later they didn't like something in the basement or something.
That's right.
You've already checked all the major things in the house and you're confident the house isn't going to fall over. And
yeah, I've seen a lot of cases where say the top 2 offers, there might be a $5,000 difference in the 2 offers, but the one that's $5,000 higher has conditions. So they'll go back to the one, they'll take $5,000 less for a sure thing right now, firm deal, because they don't want to have to go through this week of inspection and financing and everything.
And like in other videos you've talked about, like, know the story, right? Like the date can be important too. Maybe you're closing quicker.
Yeah.
And maybe they're more money but they're in the future. And if depending on the property, maybe they need that cash quickly. Maybe they are an investor too and they just need I need that money tomorrow. I'll take the loss because I'm going to take that money and go make more money. But if you know the story...
Exactly. Each person is so different. So knowing that there is that person on the other side, and as much as we like to think we're really logical, a lot of times we're really emotional too. Like, I want that sure thing. To me, as an investor, it seems crazy that you would pass up $5,000 to wait a week. But that's just me. Other people, it's like, no, I want a sure thing. I want to sleep tonight knowing I sold my house, so I'm going to take $5,000 less. And it just, who are you dealing with? How can you make something happen?
Have you guys ever tried a cover letter?
We did early on.
Yeah, we did. Like, we forgot about that.
We haven't done that recently,
so they got, if anybody doesn't know, there's 4 offers on the table, and if they actually print them, now they probably just look at them on the computer, and you can put the cover letter on a PDF. Maybe that one's the 5K over, this one's the 4K less, whatever, something, but you're the cover letter one. It's just a bit of a psychological advantage towards you. Because maybe in the cover letter they were like, we're a nice young couple, we really want to move in your crappy duplex and live there forever, right? And maybe there's some emotional tie that the seller might like in your cover letter, right? Or we've also written cover letters with just facts. Here's your house, and not always even when it's multiple offers, but just to get a better deal. Here's your house, here's the problems, here's what I'm offering you, this is why I'm offering it to you. Sometimes if people come in with just 30, 40K under asking, it's a slap in the face to the seller. But then if you spell it out in a cover letter, it can tell them why you're doing that, right? So it doesn't actually have to be written. You can verbally call the other agent and verbally tell the cover letter, like, this is what's happening, or finding out the story of, like, why are they selling, and, like, you're just kind of like conveying a bit of a story with the number that you're giving them. So
Yeah,
That's how I've won in multiples a lot.
Yeah, and I can see that being such a great return on your time too, because in real estate, $1,000 is nothing when you're making offers.
Yeah.
You can go up and down 5, 10,000, but if you can get 10,000 less for doing that extra piece of effort, you spend an hour writing a letter, or
Not even, like so quick. So
Yeah.
let's say Matt's
Yeah.
the buyer and I'm the agent. Sometimes I will just write it for Matt and then he can just digitally sign it, and I will just be like, I'll just make it up. I'll grab his photo off Facebook and throw it on there or something like that, right? So it's tricks. Realtor go above and beyond for your client, right?
Yeah, and one more thing we found with investment properties, if you're looking at multiple offers, something that could increase your chances, if you know they've got some difficult tenants, if you know the landlord-tenant act pretty well and you're pretty confident that you can handle the tenants, then offering to assume the tenants would definitely put you at an advantage over someone who might be offering a little bit more money, but they want vacant possession, because odds are that landlord's selling because he's fed up. He doesn't want to deal with those tenants one more day.
He's scared of them, probably.
Yeah, doesn't want
right?
it. Yeah.
So
That's why a lot of people sell. Actually, we've gotten a few deals that way because the landlord just doesn't want the tenant hassle, and we're happy to take
We'll
it
take it on.
from that knowledge, you probably save 10, 15, and depending on your market, $1,000.
Yeah.
In bigger markets, you probably save even more.
Yep.
Because they just don't want to deal with these. They're like, or they might know them.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're a little afraid of them a bit, so they don't want to post the notice on their door saying that they're selling because they could have been the landlord for 20 years. An old Jim in the paying $300 a month is a nice guy. Right?
Yeah, I don't want to kick him out. Yeah.
So
Yeah, and that's the kind of thing that you can do. Is you take on these little extras that maybe can cost you 5 hours, 10
and
hours.
Matt McKeever will always say, like, there's either problems or profits, right? So like trying to figure that out. You're the aspirin to the seller. Like, can you solve his problem?
Yeah.
He wants to sell.
that's-
Do you want to tell him kick all your guys out and then sell, or we'll just take them and then we will sort it out, right?
That's what we are as investors. Ultimately, just problem solvers. Paid
It's
problem
it.
solvers.
You can make
Yeah.
so much money if you solve problems. 2018, do that.
Yeah, solve
Solve
problems.
lots of problems.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys get over and subscribe on their channel. And thank you so much. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.